Walker in the weirdness, you return. Welcome. I don't know what to say. Has Mother sensed my doubts? My true burden? Deep down, I've always felt that Sonder was not my destiny. I envied Therov for joining One-Eye's rebellion and getting to see the world. I envied Taranis for his work with the Alchemists Guild. Now I will have the chance to know real life. But I cannot be the elder of a tribe with no tribe. Perhaps I will join those who refused Mother's call. For the first time in my life, I feel free. Or at least, that's what we believed. That they were cowards, unfaithful, ungrateful wretches. But I was never convinced by those words. To me, they were simply brothers who dared to walk their own path, even at the cost of eternity. Deep down, I admired them. I am still Thoid, and I am young. When I come of age, I can bring more Thoid into this world, perhaps even with the help of those who return home one day. I am certain they will be. They will believe what they choose to believe. It will be a new beginning. My role as elder was to guide the Thoid of old to the dreaming. But those who come after them will live in the waking world, and I will guide them too. At last, I will be allowed to grow up. And I'll admit, I cannot wait. It's hard to say, but I don't truly care. They will either accept us, or they won't. But who knows? Perhaps this time we will grow closer to them. I've always thought they envied our direct connection to Mother. With Mother gone, perhaps we will finally build a true rapport. I don't know how Gerfan will react to an elder without a tribe, but, well, he summoned me, so I will come. There is a reason why the Thoid made me their elder. My power, despised by the other Delrida, is truly unrivaled. And on the battlefield, a skilled Thoid is worth 10 Volker warriors steeped in Mather's fury. I know I will always wonder what Sonder would have been like. And I know my heart will grieve for my kin. But something tells me this path is not closed to me forever. If there truly is a place we go after death, perhaps it is Sonder. That would also align with Runa's claim that Sonder is a trap, and that, in truth, everyone dies before entering Sonder. Maybe he was right. If so, then when I die, my soul will awaken in Sonder. I will see my tribe again. And finally, I will meet Mother. That is what I have decided to believe. See you at the moot, Walker in the Weirdness. Thank you for everything you've done for us.
Halt! No entry, outsider. Because I said so. Compliments will get you nowhere. You don't even know where you're trying to barge in. You're either very brave or terribly stupid. This is the village of the Volker tribe, and we don't need your kind wandering around, gawking like fools. Then pass through some other way. And you've got the seal. Funny how he only remembers us when he needs something. Fine. Go on then, and speak with our chieftain, Angsver. Just try not to piss him or anyone off. The only other way out of this village is a long drop straight down.
You don't belong here. Mother speaks and I listen. She says you must be tested. Mother is everything. Strength, purpose, the voice that guides us. And you're the trial she set before me. I won't fail her.
Off with you, stranger. I don't want to talk. I feel sorrow. I'll take a look at what I've got. Do you... Oh, I saw an outsider. I figured you must have lost your way to end up here at the Vulcar tribe. But you... not right in the head, are you? That's why you're here. Can I help you? Speaking so politely to a Vulcar? You got to be mad. And to answer your question, no, I can't be helped. I just need to be alone. You won't leave me be, will you? Fine, have it your way. How long can a man sulk, anyway? A mourning a loss, if you must know. My blade. Shattered into pieces. I've collected every shard, keep them close. It's hard to accept that I'll never wield it in battle again. Aye, I will. Once the sorrow passes. What kind of smith doesn't wield a decent blade of his own? Not even so. I could forge a dozen axes, another dozen swords. None of them would replace that blade. It was one of a kind. It was forged from the same metal as the giant swords. I found it after we wiped out our Remor camp. Blood and guts of those wretches were everywhere. And there it was. My sword. It called to me. It was meant to be mine. I shattered it. I realized I couldn't keep going like this. It had all gone too far, far beyond what I could handle. It kept demanding more. Because everything comes at a price. The sword, it needed proof of loyalty. Proof that we were worthy of each other. And since blood binds best, it demanded blood. When there was no one else to cut down, I let it taste my own. Until, one day, the blood of others wasn't enough anymore. It wanted mine. Aye, so what? Don't give me that look. It's clear you've not spent much time with the Vulcars, if things like this bother you. It went dull. Dull as an ulcer. Couldn't even cut through a slab of bear meat. Sometimes, if I went too long without tasting my blood, I'd have to fight with that blunt blade. Felt like punishment for letting it starve. Oh, what, you want them? Fine, take them. I'm not reforging it into a new blade. I need to come to terms with the loss. It was meant to be. But if you can forge something from it, I'll commend you. It's not an easy material to work with. No. That will be your work, your blade. Just like I once found mine, you'll find yours in the forge's fire. I'll rid myself of what's caused me so much sorrow, and you'll gain something to fight with. A fair trade. Just remember, if it starts whispering to you, there's only one way to deal with it. You'll definitely need Weirdstone. And besides that, it's rare enough to see other people in the Forlorn swords. But making it to the Vulkars, that's another story. Most don't. They get eaten by beasts, their minds twisted by ice weavers, or swallowed by the night. Or they simply decide there's nothing here, and wonder why the hell they should bother coming to us at all. I don't blame them. But since everyone's abandoned us, they can shove it. We'll manage on our own. There's nothing left anyway. That's not it, stranger. Listen closely. Some say Mather has abandoned us. Me? I'm not sure she was ever really with us in the first place. Well, that doesn't matter. What matters is Vulkar. I'm loyal to the tribe because loyalty is the only thing with real worth. A man can be broken by the silence when his gods don't answer. He can be broken by death's shadow or the grip of madness. But if he stays loyal to his tribe, deep down in his heart, it means that everything fades, except devotion. I'll take a look at what I've got. I'll take a look. Do you... Really? Let me see. I've got to admit, stranger, you're a talented smith. That's solid work. But take it. Keep it far away from me. If it starts whispering again, that's your burden now. Now that I think about it, I might have something else that could interest you. Stop by if you feel like trading. I'll take a look at what I've got.
What have you done? Why did you leave me like this? So brave, yet so foolish. What am I supposed to do now? Oh! You startled me! Barging into a Del Rita woman's house without knocking. You're lucky to still be breathing. Wait, you're the one who gave him a good death, aren't you? I'm Helmi. Yes, Tega was my husband. And I suppose I should thank you. I'm only sorry that Tega is gone. But I am grateful to you. You acted honorably, allowing him to challenge you. No one else was willing to do it. The Del Rita think fighting a madman is dishonorable, as if madness could be caught like a sickness. Madder, help me, it's utter nonsense. My poor Tega.
come closer, dearie. My, what a pretty lass you are. And all the way out here in the Forlorn Swords. You're not in trouble, are you, dearie? Not running from someone? Yeah, you can tell, Lord Githa. There are many ways I could help. I've spent many years traveling across Avalon. I've seen how some husbands treat their wives on Camelosian soil. I couldn't just walk away from it now, could I? There were many men I had to teach how a wife should be treated the hard way, most of the time. But some were unwilling to learn. So I dealt with them in other ways. That depends. I used to travel with merchant caravans as a mercenary, you see. Sometimes a good beating and a few sharp words were all it took. Give a heavy-handed husband a taste of his own medicine. Often turned out they were just raised that way, didn't know any better. But they could learn. But then there were others, the ones with cruelty in their blood. For them, well, I am Volker, but my mother was Svein. I know what the forest gives and what it takes. My kin might not call it honourable, but I wasn't dealing with honourable folk either. Perhaps not. Perhaps in a better world, there would be other ways to break those cycles folks seem to get stuck in out there. But here, we break them with fists or steel before they make a full turn. What honor is there in beating someone weaker than you? There's no place among the Del Reader for men or women like that. We value strength, aye, but not against the defenseless. Not personally. Not often, at least. I'd give those poor girls what they needed and say, if he does it again, you know what to do. I left it in their hands. And in their husbands, too. It was their own fault if they were too keen on curling them into fists. You must understand. They'd come to me with black eyes, covered in welts and bruises. Oh, it made my blood boil. Was I supposed to turn them away? If all the Volker you met were like this sorry lot, then I'm not surprised I seem like the odd one out. I remember the feasts we used to have, the celebrations. Any excuse was good enough. Then I left for a couple of decades and came back to this. We were never the cheeriest folk, but now it's like they've all got a frost grot up their arses. Aye, ever since I was little, I wanted to see the world. I tried joining the Stone Wardens, but I've got two left hands when it comes to their craft. So, I did what many young Del Reader do when they want a taste of freedom. I became a mercenary. I loved the road, but then the years started catching up to me, so I came back and set up my shop. Pish, no. This is my home. Always has been. I bore a son and daughter here. Left them to be raised by their fathers into proper Volker. But I came back from time to time to visit. I always knew I'd return one day. But it was when I met my grandchildren that I truly knew it was time to leave wandering behind. I do sometimes, but these days I'm content just reading about it. Oh, which reminds me, I've been waiting for my journal to be delivered. I heard from a friend that they wrote an article about me. But everything arrives late in this blasted village, which is be so kind as to check the road and see if the merchant is on the way. Ah, so you've read the article. My, now I really do need to catch up on it. Well, one day I was standing by the caravan minding my own business when a woman came up to me. She had a black eye and a look of pure desperation. Said she didn't know who to turn to, but since I was a mercenary, she wanted to hire me. Told me she'd caught her husband hurting their little girl. At first I told her to go to the chieftain. Among the Del Reader, that's an offence that gets you made nameless, beaten black and blue. But she said it didn't work like that where she came from. That's exactly what I told her. Leave the bastard, take the girl, go back to her first family. But she said if she went back to her father, he'd beat her too, and then send her right back to her husband. That's when I said, enough is enough, and I took matters into my own hands. A child may not yet have a name, but a child is still weak and defenseless. To harm one is to lose your honor, your hands, and your name. As for adults, a Del Reader who's earned their name belongs to no one but themselves. They come and go as they please. And to strike your spouse? What honor is there in hurting the one who loves and trusts you above all else? In time, I learned to spot them myself. Some didn't want to talk. Others didn't trust me. But then there were those desperate for any help at all. So, I helped. One way or another. Ah, so you've read the article. My, now I really do need to catch up on it. Well, one day, I was standing by the caravan minding my own business when a woman came up to me. She had a black eye and a look of pure desperation. Said she didn't know who to turn to, but since I was a mercenary, she wanted to hire me. told me she'd caught her husband hurting their little girl. At first, I told her to go to the chieftain. Among the Del Reader, that's an offence that gets you made nameless, beaten black and blue. But she said it didn't work like that where she came from. Ah, so you've read the article. My, now I have to catch up on it. Well, one day, I was standing by the caravan, minding my own business, when a woman came up to me. She had a black eye and a look of pure desperation. Said she didn't know who to turn to, but since I was a mercenary, she wanted to hire me. Told me she'd caught her husband hurting their little girl. At first, I told her to go to the chieftain. Among the Del Reader, that's an offence that gets you made nameless, beaten black and blue. But she said it didn't work like that where she came from. Ah, so you've read the article. My, now I really do need to catch up on it. Well, she had told me she at first, but according to maybe I do, but some things don't need. This is one of them. Ah, so you've read the article. My, now I really do need to catch up on it. Ah, thank you, dearie. And it is in print after all. That counts for something, eh? But I'm a Volker. Change is like a mother's anger. It comes and goes. And in the end, no one remembers what started it.
Greetings, stranger. I'm Engsvar, the chieftain of the Volkio tribe. What brings you here? Taig was a problem. The poor man had gone mad. He claimed to hear Mother's voice, that the goddess was commanding him to fight and die a noble death. Someone would have granted him that death long ago. It would have been kinder than his torment. But defeating a madman in combat brings no honor, so he suffered. And we suffered alongside him. Your act was an act of mercy. It's good that someone finally took it upon themselves to do it. We'll need to inform Helmi, Taig's widow. It's best if you handle it. Offer her your condolences. And don't worry, she'll understand that it had to be done. Really, me, a representative of the madmen forsaken by Mother. Does he think I don't know we're the joke of the other tribes? What? Does he want them to laugh in my face instead of behind my back? That's what we are in the eyes of the other Dalrita. Sure, they respect our berserker's fury, when it's not too frequent, and when it happens to serve their battles. But deep down, they see it as madness. They're afraid that in our rage, we might mistake them for the enemy. An agreement. For centuries, every tribe has only looked out for itself. A single conversation isn't going to change that. Besides, with the others there, we'll never be treated as equals. That's just the way it's always been. Unfortunately, I must refuse. The vocal tribe will not join the moot. We have our own issues to attend to. There is one thing, but I'm not sure you can do much about it. It's embarrassing to ask an outsider for help, but I have no other choice. Not far from the village, there's a hill that used to be the seat of our elders. At least, it was. Until bandits moved in and likely killed everyone there. They've destroyed the bridge, fortified the stronghold, and now they sit there, practically spitting in our faces. I know. We've fallen far. Once, we were a proud tribe. Now, we're stuck watching petty thugs parade around our own land. Mother is clearly showing us what she thinks of us. We did. We lost too many good warriors. We underestimated them. On top of that, many Volkir left to join One Eye. So our numbers are thin. We don't even have our berserker potion. We lost it, along with Mother's grace. Yes, but if my warriors couldn't do it, I don't expect you to manage it alone. Still, maybe if you could sneak in there somehow and, I don't know. Either way, anyone who helps drive those dogs off our land will be rewarded. I appreciate your courage, though I hope it is courage and not just foolish bravado.